Live from the Fine Arts Building in downtown Chicago, it's the Gameshow Gameshow! Our wonderful contestant for tonight, starting off, he is from hunting, he enjoys hunting, and his favorite thing to do is hunting. Please welcome from Chicago and enjoying arts, crafts, movies, and travel. Please welcome the Red Queen. Also from Chicago for hobbies include reading and slipping. Please welcome our record. All right. He's from America. He enjoys amateur pro wrestling and hockey. Please welcome Stone Cold Steve Fontana. From Chicago, enjoying baking and boating. Please welcome. Hailing from Schaumburg, Bruce, parenting, soccer, and vacations. Please welcome Joe Papa! That was loud. And last but not least from Joliet, he enjoys singing Usher songs and watching Usher videos. Please welcome. And now, helping people be Gameshow Gameshow, welcome to your host of the evening, Louis Fairbanks! Bring it in, welcome to the Gameshow Gameshow, where our great folks put their wit, skill, and game show offerings to test on a collection of TV's favorite game shows on Game Show! I'm your host, Neil Pinklebottom. I am your co-host, Ethan Fairbanks. Over the next hour, our contestants will answer trivia questions and attempt to complete our game show challenges in order to collect as many points as possible. Today's top 3 scoring contestants will take home a prize, and today's #1 contestant will be crowned today's Game Show King of Queens! TV viewers, friends and family at home, thanks for tuning in. It's time to toss away that magazine, take away that TV dinner tray, and buckle into that lazy boy for an hour of game show awesomeness on the Game Show Game Show! Contestants, are you ready? Yeah! Ethan, are you ready? I am most certainly ready. Let's take a look at those categories. All right, we've got 6 categories on the board, and I'm going to you, Stone Cold Steve Fontana, because you're a fan of pro amateur wrestling. We've got 6 categories. Those are boy bands, show us your match this pose, famous underwear, Disney movies, and U.S. history. Stone Cold Steve Fontana, would you please pick a category and point value?
Boy bands for 1.
All right, for 1 point. What directionally challenged UK boy band had a hit with their first single, What Makes You Beautiful? All right, that was definitely bow and arrow.
One Direction.
Is it One Direction? Nice. We're and you've got a point and control of the board.
Let's go U.S. history for 5.
All right, for 5.
Let's see about the big guns.
This person was the first African American ever appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court from 1967 to 1991.
Now.
Go. I'm wrong.
Supreme Court from 1967 to 1991. There was a bow and arrow.
Thurgood Marshall.
Is it Thurgood Marshall? Yeah! A recent feature film. You should be able to stream it wherever you stream movies.
I'll take famous underwear for 2.
All right, we're going to go number 2 in the famous underwear. What iconic underwear brand would you find Marky Mark modeling in 1992? Oh, and that's definitely over here. That's Red Queen.
Calvin Klein?
Is it Calvin Klein? Yeah! Right. Nothing gets between you and your points. Red Queen, you've got control of the board as well.
Disney movies 5.
All right, for 5 points, let's take a look.
Time to watch.
Come on, Tim.
In Flubber, what is the name of the professor's robot sidekick?
Where's Tim when you need him?
He's yelling at us. It's not us, it's not them, it's not me. Also, it's a little robot. It kind of reminds me of Billy Blanks. It's
Not us. Oh,
Ooh, you gotta guess.
Bo.
Is it Bo? Oh, but there's that whole part about it not being us or them or me or you
Or I.
or I. All right. Let's see what Bo and Arrow has to say.
Is it we?
Is it we? Oh, Ethan, what's that answer?
Well, if we had put those two together, we would have gotten it. The answer is Weeboo.
Oh. You know, this side of the room has not gotten a lot of love, so I'm coming over to you, Babs, to give you control of the board.
All right, match this pose for 3.
All right, great. In this category, you will see a photograph. If you think you can match the photograph, then put your paddle out, and we will give you a chance to match this pose for 3 points. And that is Jumpin' Jack Tony. Come on out. Come on out. Show us what you got. Cheer on, everyone. Yeah! You got it.
You're so
It's a bit different when you get down on the floor.
It is.
I
can't. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
I thought,
Just your arms, it's fine.
okay.
She did it.
Yeah! It was the shiny shoes. They were
That
making
could
things
be.
very slippery.
Yes.
So you got yourself 3 points and control of the board.
Okay. Show us your for 2 points.
All right, for 2 points. This category, you will see a verbal prompt. If you think you can do that thing, then put your paddle out. For 2 points, you can show us your moonwalk.
Come on, Joe.
All right, and that is definitely Stone Cold Steve Fonte taking the points.
Would you like some music, Stone Cold Steve Fontes?
No.
Well, too bad.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
2 points as well, Cold. That's it right there. Stone Cold, you've got control of the board.
Boy band for 2.
All right, for 2 points.
All right, we love the boy bands.
What group is the opposite of old adults off the street? And that's definitely Joe Papa.
New Kids on the Block.
Is it New Kids on the Block? Yes, yes! Nice! And that's points for you. And now it's time to bring Car Wrecker out to spin the wheel of fortune cookie. Stand right here. And we will all chant. Go ahead and give this a spin. No whammies! 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 And this is Cheer Tractor! Stand right here. Stand right here, Car Wrecker, because you are going to meet our vehicle of doom. Because this is our Cheer Tractor! Alright, so Car Wrecker, this is not a car, so I'm going to ask you to look right in here and tell us what you see. Are you sure? Denial is mine.
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean! So, you will have a chance to walk away with 5 points. If you do this, you have to eat one of those jelly beans and tell us what flavor it is. It's a very simple task. But here's the catch. One of those jelly beans is delicious, and the other jelly bean, not delicious. So Car Wrecker, I'll even give you a hint right now. The good flavor of these will be coconut. Refreshing. They make great tropical pies out of it. The other one, spoiled milk. So, for 5 points, cheer on, everyone! Come on, spoiled milk!
Popcorn.
Oh, mix up. All right. How are you? That's nice stuff.
How do I identify your jelly bean?
It might be the popcorn flavor that looks very like the coconut. So nice job
It
there.
confuses us.
And that is points for you, Car Wrecker. And you also get 3 for spinning the wheel, so that puts you pretty far.
Whoa!
I'm coming over to you, Joe.
I'm winning.
And you got control of the board.
U.S. history for 2.
All right, for 2 points, let's take a look. What month did the United States enter World War II? All right, and that's Stone Cold.
December.
Is it December?
It is
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
very muted
And you got
applause.
control. No, everyone, we should be cheering. All right, let's do this.
Disney movies for 1.
All right, for 1 point.
Like ready.
If Elsa from Frozen got a tattoo of her personal mantra, it would say, and Joe Hopper.
Let it go.
Is it Let It Go?
Hold it back anymore.
You got control.
Oh, that's important. Match this pose for 1.
All right, for 1 point, can you match this pose? And that, yes, come on out.
Hips too.
That's very good. All right, you got control.
Show us your for 5.
All right, for 5 points, you can show us your breakdance backspin. It's worth 5 points. It's worth 5 points.
I don't know what that is.
All right, Joe Papa, come on out. He's moving.
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Nice. You get control of the board, and that puts you in the lead.
Oh, look at this.
Boy bands for 3.
All right, for 3 points. You might call them the original boy band. They are John, Paul, George, and, all right, this is the one that came after I was.
Ringo.
Is it Ringo? Yeah!
What a good guess there, Mike.
When did you turn Cockney, Ethan?
I don't know.
All right.
That's an ongoing condition.
Joe Papa, you got control of the board.
Disney for 2.
All right, for 2 points. Who is the nanny that uses an umbrella as her method of transportation? All right.
Mary Poppins.
Is it Mary Poppins? Yeah! And you will go back to?
Disney movies for 3.
All right, for 3 points. Andy is the name written on the bottom of the boots of this cowboy. All right.
Hey.
Woody.
Oh, it's after.
Is it Woody?
It is
Woody. Excellent. And it's time to bring Babs right here. Give this a nice wheel of fortune cookie spin. Go for it. No Grammys! No Grammys! No Grammys! Now here, spin it to win it. Go ahead and take your spot back, because everyone's going to get a chance to earn some points. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
All right, great. All right, so everyone's going to get a chance to earn some points, Babs, but first I'm going to ask you a potentially embarrassing question.
Okay.
Okay, of these 4 colors, which one's your favorite? Green, white, orange, or blue?
Blue.
Everyone turn around and look inside of your blue drawer. Look inside of your blue drawer. And there,
Me too?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
you're included in everyone. And everyone, you will get a chance to make a spectacle of yourselves. Here's what's going to happen. Put those glasses on. Take that ball and make sure that it's extended all the way down. And you will have 30 seconds to get that ball in the basket, only using the movement of your head. You may not use your hands to touch the ball, but you can use your hands to keep the glasses secured to your head. If that ball is in there at the end of 30 seconds, you will come away with 5 points. Are we ready? Yeah! On your mark, get set, go! Yeah! I knocked him off there.
No. Oh, hey, bow and arrow. Hey, Babs! Oh, here we go.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time! All right, Bo Hale gets 5 points. High five for Red Black Queen. Carl Record gets a high five. Stone Cold gets 5 points, as does Babs. And then high five for Joe Papa. Still trying furiously and jumping Jack Tony. Take those glasses, put them back in your drawers, and disappear. So let's come over to, and of course, Babs, you're now in the 8-point zone, so nice for you. I'm coming over to you, Jumping Jack, to give you control of the board.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Famous underwear one.
All right, we're going to go number 1 in the famous underwear. A form of pranking often used by older siblings or school bullies where the victim's underwear is forcibly pulled upwards. And that was Babs.
A wedgie!
Is it a wedgie?
It is a wedgie!
Were you the giver or receiver of those?
Take your pick.
You've got control of the board.
U.S. history for 1.
All right, for 1 point. What year was the bicentennial? All right, and that is Stone Cold.
So, 1976.
Is it 1976?
Yes,
Yeah! A last second fix there. A last second fix there. By means 2, cent means 100, by cent means 200, and ennial after 1776. That would be it. So you got
Boy bands are 4.
All right, let's keep climbing down the boy band's ladder. What group has 2 Mickey Mouse Club alumni in its mix? All right, and that was definitely Bow and Arrow.
In sync.
Is it NSYNC?
It is.
Right. And you get control of the board.
Famous underwear for 5.
All right, all the way deep down in that famous underwear. Name the superhero Mr. Crump was transformed into by 2 4th grade boys, George and Harold, in this 14-book children's series. All right.
Mr. Underpants?
Is it Mr. Underpants? Oh, let's try that again. Name the superhero Mr. Crump was transformed into in this 14-book children's series. All right. Joe Papa.
Captain Underpants.
Is it Captain Underpants?
Yes,
it is
it
Captain
is.
Underpants. And you got control again.
Show us your for 1.
All right. For 1 point, you can show us your whip and nay-nay. All right. Capture your boat.
Okay, let's
Wait.
do
Okay.
I literally just found out that the whip means car. It's an automobile. It's a name for automobile. So you're whipping your own car. And I'm going to give control to Babs because there are 2 people I can't choose.
Match this pose for 2.
All right, for 2 points, can you match this pose? That was very queen.
Wait, ready?
Just I have to do the game.
You're a great queen. That's points to you and control of the board.
Disney movies report.
All right, for 4 points, we're closing out Disney movies. If Ariel from The Little Mermaid gave you a dingle hopper, what would she be giving you?
Fork.
Is it a fork? Nicely done, Joe Papa. There we go. And now it's time to bring back Jumpin' Jack Tony to spin this wheel of fortune cookie. No Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys, no Grammys. This is a scavenger. Everyone, you're gonna all earn a chance to, or you're all gonna have a chance to earn some points right now. You will have 30 seconds to find an object in the room. You do not need to touch that object. All you need to do is to raise your hand, and if you see it, and at the end of 30 seconds, we will verify that you've seen it. If you move away from where you are, I will put you back to where you're standing, and it is not inside the drawers, it is not behind the curtains. Just find the object and put your hand up if you see it, okay? If you do that, at the end of 30 seconds, if you verify that you know where that is, you will get 5 points. 30 seconds, you have 30 seconds to find the object that is listed on top of your drawer.
And
Oh.
go. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's time! All right. Bow and arrow, what were you looking for?
Moo.
You were looking for a cow? Where did you find a
All
cow? That is a cow! Nice job!
Disco ball.
Where did you see? That's a microphone!
Disco ball? The disco ball, yeah.
Oh, that nice eye. Yeah!
Baseball.
Where's it? There's a baseball. Nicely done, Stone Cold.
Fish.
A fish. You found it. 5 points for you. All right. And Babs, what are you looking for?
Rubber ducky.
Did you find a rubber ducky?
I did.
There it is. And you're the one who's going to get those points. Joe Papa.
Cheese grater.
There is the cheese grater that explains those flakes on my shoulder this morning. 5 points to you and Jumpin' Jack.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Did you find the baseball mitt? There it is. 5 points. Everyone, you can put your paddles away because now you're a family and you're a family, and this is the Trivia Feud. Stone Cold Steve Fonzo Famous and Jumpin' Jack Tony standing
Get up
right
there.
here. Come on, Tony! Standing right here. Face each other. Shake hands. Put your hands behind your back. And in just a moment, Ethan Fairbanks is going to read a question. If you think you have a response that belongs on this board, then ring this bell without breaking my hand. And if your answer is it's for real. If that answer is on the board, we will play with your team immediately. Does that make sense, Stone Cold and Jumpin' Jack?
Yes.
All right, Ethan.
All right, folks. If Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
Her Barbie car.
Her car.
Her Barbie car?
No. Wait a
Oh,
second.
I'm sorry.
Let's try that. All right. Thank you so much. All right, so we're playing on this side. Babs, it is tough times at Mattel. Oh, please no conferring yet. Tough times at Mattel. So tell us what Barbie would get rid of for money.
Her dream house.
Her dream renter. She lives in Logan Square and things are tough. It is very tough being a millennial in this day and age. Joe Papa, I don't know, you may have played with way more Barbies than I did. I played a lot. So tell us what you think.
Her clothes.
Her clothes! All right, Jumpin' Jack Tony, we've got 3 answers left on the board.
She would auction off King.
Ken! Whoa!
He would get rid of it.
We've got 2 answers left on the board, and only 1 strike, so no pressure yet.
I got nothing.
No help.
No, back up to Papa.
Her shoes! Yes, we have! We have 1 answer left. We have 1 answer left.
You should take another one.
Her hair supply.
Her hair supplies! All right, so Jumpin' Jack Tony, we have 1 answer left and 1 chance. So if you get this right, your team will earn the points. If you get it wrong, the other team is going to get 10 seconds to confer and a chance to steal those points. So if Barbie had to raise some fast cash, name something she might auction off.
Makeup jewelry?
Pick one.
Jewelry.
Jewelry! Red Queen, have you spun a wheel? No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! And that is everyone's got time to stand right here at Red Queen. Here at the Gameshow, we believe that everyone has talent. And when we say talent, we mean quantity, not quality. So here are 5 talents for you to display. We have these juggling balls. We have these finger cymbals, often associated with belly dancing. We have this kids' joke book. We have this hula hoop. And we have this guitar. It only has 5 strings, and it's incredibly out of tune. So for each of the talents that you can display in 30 seconds, you will walk away with a point.
Ooh.
All right, so 30 seconds on the clock. Cheer on, everyone. Ready, set, go! Yeah! 10 seconds.
Don't go breaking my heart.
All right,
Good job.
It's a good job.
Now it's time to come up with our second round of Trivia Feud. It's Joe Papa versus Car Wrecker. Here's your Car Wrecker. And behind your back. And Ethan, when you're ready.
I'm ready. Name something people are often chased by in movies.
Killer clowns.
Killer Clown!
I'm going to put you on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, the killer part.
It could be a few.
You know what? Yeah!
Thank you so much. And we'll go to the other side. Thank you so much. And we'll go this way. So that was the bad guys. They're probably bad if they're killers. Stone Cold.
Animals.
Something more specific, please.
Wolves.
Wolves! Woo! Bow and arrow. You look very familiar, like you've been in a lot of movies. So tell me, what would be chasing you if you were in a movie?
A dog.
Yeah! It's better than wolves! Yeah!
All right. Why are you jumping up there on the
Rev Ratwing.
Where they come from?
Car?
Car.
Car! Good answer! Yeah! Car record. See, the cars just came up, so now we got 2 answers left,
I
though.
got a couple. Scary dolls.
Scary dolls?
Oh.
Stone Cold Steve. All right, here's the deal. We have 1 chance and 2 answers on the board. So if you get this right, we'll continue to play with your team. If not, the other team's going to get 10 seconds to confer and a chance to steal.
That's serious.
Cats.
Cats!
Good answer.
Oh!
He's stuck on the animals.
That's easy enough for me.
All right, and Babs.
The police!
All right, let's take a look at what that remaining answer is.
All right, the answer we were looking for is
Monsters! Monsters! Stone Cold, come on up. It's time for you to spin the Wheel of Fortune cookie. Woo! No whammies! 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 And that is teal or not teal. Take that spot on the floor right there, Stone Cold, because you'll notice over here we've got 4 briefcases. 2 of them are teal, 2 of them are steel. I'm going to ask you to pick 2 of them and bring them right here. Help them out, everyone! The teal one! The steel one! Let's all right. Are you confident with your choices? Excellent. Stand right here. And what we did not tell you is that inside of these briefcases, there's a 0, a 1, a 2, and a 5. And Ethan here will show you the 2 that you did not win.
well, you're not getting a 1.
You're not getting a 1.
Good pick, the miss.
All right. And here is your other.
And you are not getting a 2.
So there's a 0 and a 5 inside those briefcases. Here, I'll take care of that. Everyone, Stone Cold, you're going to have to make a choice. Everyone help him make a choice. Stone Cold. Be quiet. Stone Cold. We just got a call from the bank. You could walk away with 3 points, or you could open up the briefcase of your choice.
I mean, Joe Pop cheated. He's got 50 points. So let's go.
All right, you're going to open up? Yes. All right, keep it.
Whoa! Counting shots. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Ooh, the suspense.
Stone Cold.
You still do get to make And our last round of Trivia Feud, let's bring up Babs and Red Queen.
All right.
Shake hands. Put your hands behind your back, and even when you're ready.
Name an animal you could recognize just by its nose.
Dog.
A dog! Ah! Yeah! Oh, so much Babs. All right, so we're going to continue down this line. Car wrecker, please tell me a creature whose proboscis tickles your memory fibers.
Cat.
A cat! Meow.
That is
Nice. All right, memory, Stone Cold.
A pig.
Pig!
Nice.
Nice.
Right.
Well done. Bow and arrow.
Bear.
A bear! Those are the claws. They're made with cinnamon. Sorry so much. Rev Queen.
No.
Chicken!
1 point for me too.
A cow!
You can afford it.
All right.
A cow. Oh, those are udders. Those are udders, not where the nose belongs. So we've got, well, some. I mean, if you're a little cow feeding, then your nose might belong there, but that's all right. We've got one chance left and 3 answers on the board.
No pressure,
Songwriter. So if you know how this works, if you get this right, you'll continue to play. Otherwise, they'll get a chance to steal.
Lion?
A lion! Oh, that's in the cat family. That's in the cat family. Take 10 seconds. Take 10 seconds.
They already did. Don't worry. They got it. 10 seconds. Okay, all right. What do you think?
5, 4.
And that's time.
Oh,
Jack
here's my
Tony.
break point transfer.
Yes. No, you're a representative.
Go for it. Go for it.
Go.
Since I know you won. Go for
A
it.
reindeer.
A reindeer. Ooh. You're getting And let's take a look at what we were expecting.
Well, the answers we were looking for included.
Elephant.
We were also looking for anteater or horse.
Horse.
Our very
Horse.
closely related to anteater.
You're getting the point. You spin the wheel. No blammies. No blammies.
No planning.
No blammies.
No planning. No planning.
And this is whose time is it anyway? Stand right here, bow and arrow, because we're going to ask you to pick from anywhere in the room 2 people to partner with right now. Go ahead and pick those 2 people right now. Anyone, you trust them with your life, that's nice. But maybe you don't have to know them that well.
Trust me with your paycheck.
We're gonna take the Reverend Queen.
Andrew?
Bad.
All right. I'm going to ask you to stand right here. Bow and arrow right here, and Reverend Queen right behind.
Okay.
Right behind bow and arrow. So you are all now playing a game of whose dime is it anyway? And here's how it starts. You're going to take bow and arrow. You're going to take one of these very clean, never before used tongue depressors and make a diving board out of your mouth with it. All right, go ahead and do that.
Oh, my
Arms akimbo, arms akimbo. So, and I'm going to give you, Rev Queen, this eye mask. Go ahead and place that on. Stick your arms in the holes. This is a good one for cameras if you got a camera. And Babs, you're going to be the mouthpiece of this organization. So you will have the job. Yes, right here. Right through here. Excellent. You'll have the job of guiding these dimes onto that stick. So that's the stick, and you're the mouth. Here's the deal. You can't touch them, but you can tell them what to do. And here's how it works. All these silver dimes, if they're on there at the end of 30 seconds, they'll be worth 1 point. This gold dime will be worth 3 points. And any of these stepped-on looking dimes, those are the not good ones. So if you have any of those at the end of 30 seconds, you're going to get no points. None of you will get points. So you've got to guide them clearly, okay? 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go!
Okay, Kathy, your arms need to be longer. You come out, Patty. You need to reach down. Okay, Miriam, take that one. And you're going up. You're going up. You're going up. Your arms are too short. Can she pull them out?
No.
All right, Jason.
Oh!
Jake's got to straighten up. Steady. There we go.
10 seconds left.
All right, back down on the table. You got one right by you.
5, 4,
Right here.
3, 2, 1.
All right, and that's a point for you. Everyone here gets a point! Nice job. It was tough. It was either her or behind you, unfortunately. I thought this was a better choice of putting you behind. That would be the challenge there. And everyone, that was Whose Time Is It Anyway? Get your paddles ready, because it's now time for another round of trivia questions. Let's start with showing what those categories are. That's Sing That Verse, Iconic Clothing, Impressions, Super Challenges, Chicago Sports, and Carbs. And Jumpin' Jack Tony, I'm coming over to you.
Sing that verse for 2.
All right, in this category, you will see the lyrics to a song. I will read out the lyrics to that song, and if you can sing the remainder of that song, then you can get those 2 points. Let's see this verse. Just a small town girl. All right, Stone Cold.
Living in a lonely world.
Yeah! every karaoke DJ's nightmares, that song. Not you singing it, just that song in general. You've got control.
Impressions for one.
All right, in this category, you will see the name of a character or person. If you can do an impression of them, put your paddle out. And for 1 point, let's see. Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right.
I'll be back.
Yeah! Come on, Record, you got control of the board.
I will do Sing That Verse for 3.
All right, for 3 points. I can get no. All right, this is the one that came after I spoke.
Satisfaction!
Yeah! I try, and that's just my life. That's how it goes.
Carbs for 1.
All right, for 1 point, let's look at this carbs question. 2 rival types of this favorite food include New York style and Chicago deep dish. What food is it? All right, and this is bow and arrow.
Pizza.
Is it pizza?
Yes, it's
Yeah. You got control of the board. Once it comes up, all right.
Iconic clothing for 5.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Let's take a look at this deep question. In A Christmas Story, the Pink Nightmare is a nickname for what outfit? And that was definitely Stone Cold.
Bunny.
Is it the bunny?
It is the bunny.
Yeah! You.
Chicago sports for
Stone
2.
Cold, make it
All right, for
so
2 points in Chicago sports.
Shut up.
Name Chicago's 2 MLB teams. All right, and that is you.
Cubs and White Sox.
Is it the Cubs and the White Sox?
Yes, it
Yeah!
is.
Done, and you got control of the board.
I will do Impressions for 2.
All right, for 2 points, let's see an impression of Mr. T. All right, Joe Papa.
I'm ready to food.
Yeah! Chains right under your neck right there, and that beard is definitely, like, if you had a mohawk, you'd be there.
That's close.
Close, so close.
We'll go super challenges for 3.
All right, what is the 3-point super challenge?
Let's see.
That's a game of telephone. Here's how it works. Ethan, you're going to join this side right here. And let's take these cards, I'll hand those out, and while you're getting yourself ready, I'll explain the game. Everyone, on these cards are identical phrases. You'll have the job, bow and arrow, don't look at this yet, and don't show it to your teammates. And here's your phrase, and don't show it to your teammates. I don't think you've ever seen it. So here's the thing. You're going to whisper down the line, all the way till it gets to Stone Cold, and all the way till it gets to Jumpin' Jack. And as soon as you two hear those phrases, your job is to whisper that phrase into my ear. The team that is most accurate is going to win the points, but in the case of equal accuracy or inaccuracy, the team who is here first will win. Does that make sense? All right, and ready, set, go! Whisper, 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 whisper. I am whispering, and that's because I was tired about the whispering. So I was saying all the things about this stuff. And I couldn't hear either of these.
I know it's wrong, but I couldn't hear it.
All right. So on this side, this was the side that came first. I heard creamy, crunchy coconut lovers. Is that right?
Right.
All right. And then on this side, I heard candy crunching coconut lovers, candy crunching. And added those 2 words. So you added 2 words to the perfect phrase, and you had creamy
Instead of.
and you were instead of the first 2 words. So
Oh.
creamy. I forget, but
It was like creamy.
It was creamy
crunchy.
Usually
Coconut lover.
no, creamy.
Coconut lover.
You might want to look at that
Candy
phrase.
crunching.
Candy crunching.
Candy crunch. And we had cream.
Yeah.
You had
Candy
creamy.
crunchy. So you're getting the ball! All right, everyone. And now it is time to call. Who's not spun the Wheel of Fortune cookie? I think has it been you? Joe Papa?
I've not spun.
Come on up.
Pinklebottom.
No blammies, no blammies, no blammies, no blammies. And that was Snatch Phrase. You're going to take the spot right there in front of your team, and I'm going to ask you to pick one of them. No, right here in front of your team. Go ahead and pick one of these players to be your opponent. Stone Cold, come on down.
You learn from my mistake.
And now, here's what's going to happen. I will hand each of you a card. Your job is to get your teammates to guess as many of the words and phrases on these cards as possible. Okay, you can do or say anything that you like except for the words you're trying to get them to guess. So if it's a fire truck, you can say that it's a red emergency vehicle. It goes woo, woo, woo. But you cannot say the word fire, you cannot say the word truck, and you cannot say the word fire truck. For each word or phrase that your team guesses, each member of your team will take away a point. 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go!
A small stick.
You use on the remote and turn the volume.
Not a dream, but
Black
what?
Yes.
A type of, you sleep on this thing, it's not a bed, it's camp.
No, city back.
Music
Or something is divided into a bunch
water
of
plant
little things.
Well, what type of hose?
Together with your family.
Yes, hey. Yes, you said walk, but not run, not walk wrong. No. Yes.
One.
And that's time! Stone Cold, what phrases did you get?
We got twig, nightmare, cot, garden hose, bib, escalator, and jog.
7 points for everybody!
Ceiling fan, pogo stick, puzzle piece, and banana peel.
5 points for everybody! All right, so we're coming down to it.
Next time, pick someone else.
And car wrecker, I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm giving you control of the board.
Sing that verse with me.
All right, for 4 points, can you sing this verse? Cause if you liked it, oh, the battle.
I think you want to put a ring on it.
Gotta sing that.
I want to put a ring on it.
Oh, that brings you just 1 point ahead of Joe Papa. You got control of the board.
Let's do impressions for 5.
All right, let's see the 5-point impressions character. It's Cher. All right, that was definitely Stone Cold. Yeah! All right. And you got control again.
Super challenge is for 2.
All right. What is the 2-point super challenge? It's the neck ball pass.
Wow.
So, Ethan, I'm going to have you join this group again.
Okay, Babs, we're gonna be good friends.
All right, so this is the neck ball pass. We have these specially designed neck balls. They're designed only to go between your chin and your chest and no place else. So don't install this yet, bow and arrow. Don't insert this yet, Ethan Fairbanks. But here's the job. You're going to take that all the way down. You're going to put that between your neck. And you're going to pass that from neck to neck to neck to neck, all the way to Stone Cold Steve Fontes. When it gets to you, Stone Cold, you're going to take a 360-degree turn, as will you, and then we're going to pass it all the way back up. And then when it gets back to you, bow and arrow, when it gets back to you, Ethan Fairbanks, the first team to get it in this basket, every member is going to get those points. So, ready, set, go!
Oh, good God.
Hey, Babs!
I'm right here.
Oh my God. Come on.
You got it. Get closer to each other. Get in there, Jason.
You're getting the point! All right. I think because everyone's spun the wheel.
Jumping jacket. I did.
Let's give someone a second chance. Who's that going to be? It looks like it is Jumpin' Jack Tony.
Yeah!
No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! No whammies! That is dancing with the contestant. Stand right here, Jumpin' Jack, because I'm going to give you a chance to earn a bunch of points. But first, I'm going to ask you to pick a partner that you definitely trust with your life. Anyone in the room. Anyone in the room.
That can dance.
Anyone in the room.
What's your name? Dancing? What was that?
Dance with the
It's called
contestants.
Dancing with the Contestants.
Patty can dance.
All right, there it is, Rev Rec Queen. So here's what's going to happen. You will be dancing to me and back, and this is not just any dance, this is a tango.
Oh.
However, I do not care if it's technically accurate. All we need is for it to be cheek to cheek this way and cheek to cheek that way. If you can do that in 10 seconds, then you will both walk away with 5 points. Cheer them on, everyone! Yeah! 5 points to you, and let's go for jumping jacks. And car record. It's been a little while. Somebody give you control of the board.
Super challenges are 4.
Ooh, all right. We love those super challenges. This is the 3-legged race, and here's how this works. So, car record, go ahead and take a spot by the mark right there. I'm going to ask you to pick a teammate, anyone in this room.
Oh, you know what? I'll put it back.
Bam! All right, there you go. And I'm going to ask you to pick 2 opponents. So stand on that side of the mark. Stand on that side of the mark, please. Stand on that side of the mark.
I'll do Steve and Tony.
Steve and Tony. You're going to stand right there.
Steve Tony.
All right, stand right next to them on the other side of the mark. Right here on the other side of the mark.
This way, there.
This way. Over here.
Other side.
Yeah. So here's how it works. We're going to do a 3-legged race, and the first team to high-five me is going to win. But here's the deal. We're not going to tie our feet together. We're not that kind of party. All we're going to do is we're going to take our middle feet, and one player is going to place theirs over the other player's foot.
Okay.
There we go.
Like
that. Now, yeah, not over your own. That's very difficult. Okay, so this is the race. First team to give me a high five. Ready, set, go!
What was that? You like, couldn't see it from back there. It was chaos.
Hey, Steve, this took off with
It's the 3-legged race. The rag
like that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All right, Babs, I'm giving you control of the board.
Chicago Sports for 5.
All right, for 5 points. What is the name of Chicago's WNBA team? All right, Joe Papa.
Sky.
Is it the Sky?
Yes. Carbs for 4.
All right, for 4 points.
Don't give Steve points. Those are my points. You're right. I messed that up. 4 points for carbs?
4 points for carbs.
Points away for talking back.
What is it called when a runner will eat a large meal, usually pasta, the night before a race? And that was bow and arrow.
Carb loading.
Is it carb loading?
Yes,
Nice done. You got control of the board.
Iconic clothing for 4.
All right, for 4 points.
Ooh.
In 2010, Lady Gaga wore a dress made out of what atypical material to the MTV Video Music Awards? And that was car record. Is it meat?
It is
Nice
meat.
done. And it's time to bring forward Babs. Babs, it's time for you to spin the Wheel of Fortune
All
with your
right.
guests. Let's do it. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Wow. It's going to Stinko, so go ahead and take, stand right here. Stand right here.
Stay out there, Babs.
Because Babs, you're going to play one of our favorite games. It's called Yeah! Here's how it works. You're going to drop a puck right down wherever it lands. You're going to get that number of points. But Babs, I'm going to give you a chance to potentially double that score. And here's how it works. Inside of this briefcase, we have pucks. If you can correctly identify the scent of the scratch and sniff sticker on those pucks, you will get double the score. Does that make sense, Babs?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make a choice.
Left.
All right, this side. This is a sweet food item that starts with the letter C. C. You might find this in a sundae. It's very sweet.
Chocolate.
Yeah! Count it down.
All right.
Oh, Cinco! All right, everyone. So we are now in the final 3.5 minutes of the Game Show. So we are going into what I like to call lightning round. I will pick out the categories and point values, and also every single question is worth double. So let's start with this iconic clothing for 2. What color was Michael Jackson's jacket in the Thriller video? All right.
Red.
Is it red? It is. That's
red.
2 points for you, Stone Cold.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see carbs for 2 points. What would you say to someone trying to swipe your Kellogg's breakfast waffles? All right.
Let go of my ego.
Is it Lego Mango?
Yes,
It's a great breakfast. You've got control of the board.
No, it's lightning. No, it's lightning round.
Oh, you're right. Come on. We will do Chicago sports for 3. This soccer team shares its name with a locally shot TV show. All right, Joe Papa.
Chicago Fire.
Is it Chicago Fire?
Yes,
Well done. And let's take a look at sing that verse for 1. Do you want to build a? All right, Red Queen.
A snowman.
Yeah! And that is 2 points to you. Let's go to iconic clothing for 3. What was Steve Urkel's favorite clothing accessory? All right, Jumpin' Jack.
Suspenders.
Is it suspenders? Yes! We will see carbs for 3. The cronut is a cross between what 2 breakfast carbs? All right, Jumpin' Jack.
A croissant and donut.
Is it a croissant and a donut?
That's
And let's do impressions for 3. Scooby-Doo.
Man.
Doobie-doo.
Oh!
What song is that?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
That's a song, but that's a song. Let's do sing that verse for 5.
Oh boy.
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the, all right, Joe Papa, Love Shack! Joe Papa. And you got
Keep giving him the stage.
another answer. Chicago sports for 4.
All right.
How many championships have the Blackhawks won? All right, Babs.
7.
Is it 7? Oh!
So confident.
Oh.
4.
Is it 4? One more chance.
6.
Is it 6? Yeah! 6. Woo! We got time for another question. Let's go to impressions for 4. Bugs Bunny. All right.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah! So we're going to do our final challenge here. Ethan, I'm going to ask you to join this team for super challenge number 1.
All right.
And that is the middle name challenge. So here's what's going to happen. Since we're in the final act of the game, this is the challenge. I'm going to make it a little bit harder because it's the last thing you're doing. But here's what happens. Your job, you're a team, and your job is to get yourselves in order by middle name, but you're not allowed to speak. You're not allowed to speak, so no speaking. Get yourself into middle name order. From A's on this side to Z on this side, or no middle name would be even further than A. Yes, so if you can get yourself in order accurately, okay,
Just
then
no
you will,
speaking.
with no speaking, you will get 5
Did
points.
they say
or
go?
10 points each.
Did they say
I didn't
go?
say go. So
Get back there.
all right, so ready, set, go.
The field goal?
All right, let's take a look. So I'll start on this team. You were very confident. What do you have a middle name?
No, I don't.
Okay, no middle name there. And do you have a middle name?
Yes,
What is-
Alexandra.
Alexander, A-L. All right. Henry. H. Paul. Paul. That's alphabetical order. And
Oh, yeah, it's not. It's not a middle name. It should be at the end.
no, I said
No.
no middle names.
No.
Take
I
points.
don't like
Alexander.
Alexander.
G.
G-E or J-E?
J.
J-E.
The tree.
The tree. All right, both in alphabetical order. Were you saying that you were first?
No, we were close, I said, because
Oh, you were close.
Alexander.
You were close. You get the point! We will take a moment to tabulate those scores. We don't know who has won yet. However,
Let's look at the score.
I will need to I will need to run to get prizes. So give me a moment, and I'll be right back.
Yeah!
Woo!
So, how's everybody doing?
September, huh?
Good to hear. Yeah, this weather.
September 19th.
Tuesday.
You got your 6 points back, Jeff.
Well, now I can. Thank you so much. We're going to give them up a bit ago.
All right, do we have any ties for first, second, or third?
We do not.
All right, so who's in third place?
Well, folks, it has been a wonderful evening of fun, but we do have to award some prizes at the end of this, and our third place winner is one of the most excited people I've ever met. Please give it up for Joe.
Water bottle from one of our newest escape room, or not a newest escape room, newest attractions. It's Ragnarok Access. Let's give it up for Joe! Who's in second place?
Well, we can't have a third place without a second, Neil, so our second place prize goes to the Rev Rec Queen.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're going to win a free pass to our newest attraction, Ragnarok Axes. We will teach you how to throw axes at the wall, and you will have awesome axes. And last, but certainly not least,
Ladies and gentlemen, your game show royalty, Stone.
a water bottle.
All hail your game show.
Let's dance it out.
Let's dance it out, folks. Come on down and
Put it out. Put it out. Bring it in. Bring it in. And dance. And join us on the dance floor, everyone. Come on now. We love you.